Good afternoon, good evening, or good day, whichever it may be for you. So today is a beautiful October day, a little bit chilly, a little bit warm. It's beautiful. And here's my emery, and there is Corey or Cody. I always get the name wrong. It's just so similar to another name of another person. So today we're going to change the clothes once again. And oh, he's got a hold of somebody's. Give me that back. Give me that back. Somebody's binky has ended up. Okay, well, that fits with him. That is definitely. So his name, I named this kit. This kit I got from the amazing artist. Let me see if I have the card, because you might want to check him out. And so this is the card where I got him. Now I tried making this one, so just ignore that. I'm not perfect. I'm an amateur, and I try. And I do it just for fun, because it's fun to paint, and I love to paint. Oh my goodness, but it is really nice to own, you know, when you're just getting started. It's so nice. Okay, there's stars in the baby bassinet here. So it's really nice to own something from a real artist. Oh boy. So I might have to move her out of the way. Your sister had to go somewhere. She will be back. Maybe she went to the bank to go get me more money. All right. And as cute as the emery kit is, the one that I made, I didn't do everything perfectly. And so I'm going to try again. Same artist, different sculpt. So I'm going to try. That's all I can do. I just had the shirt and I pulled off the tag and I put it somewhere. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. I'm hoping not to wake him up. He's such a heavy sleeper. All right, let's see if this fits. Oh boy, try not to mess up your beautiful curls that your mummy did before she mailed you off to a new mummy. I haven't messed with his hair yet. I'm just kind of dressing him up. I'm just having fun. And in a second, we're going to read a book, a little excerpt from this book, because I don't want to infringe on intellectual property. I'd rather promote you to purchase a good story. So in just a second, after I figure out how to get this cutie pie into his clothes. And is that not cute or what? I mean, that's just too cute. Let's see, we're going feet first on this one. Pardon my hair, gets in the way. I have long hair because I always say it's because I'm lazy and I don't like hair in my face. And the long hair, the long strands hold back the short strands. And I don't end up with hair in my face. But I realize I'm getting up there in age. I'm no spring chicken. Oh my goodness, this fits so well. And even though you can't see that it says me so cute, you know. You just know he's so cute. Oh my goodness. He is adorable. Did I change him too quickly? That is so adorable. Okay, before I wake you up, I know he does not want to be messed with. So I'm just gonna, it's kind of cold today, so I'm gonna let him kind of snuggle up in a blanket, and so should you. Snuggle up for a second, because I've got a story for you and you. And the big sister likes to sit next to her little brother. Okay, they're like, what is it, 3 months apart? I know, not in real life, in size. Let's go. All right. So, at the end of the book, after the Norwegians discover that trolls rule at night with a free go at any human soul who dares to wander around in the darkness, well, much later, through this very interesting book that explains everything about trolls, the trolls felt kind of lonely living at home, so they took up the habit of kidnapping princesses. They hold them as hostages until some prince comes along. He cuts off the trolls' 12 heads and then rescues the princess. And in due time, gets her and half of the kingdom as a reward for rescuing the princess. I guess they were bored and they decided rescuing princesses was a very good thing and this would be fun, but then all of their heads got cut off, so I guess they grow back, I'm supposing, because that's what this one decided to do multiple times. Maybe he gets some kind of reward, I don't know. Maybe it's the king hiring a troll to... Who knows? Anyway, small trolls living in the hills and under the ground became envious of the Norwegians. So they formed their own world. Look at all these little tiny trolls. They look kind of like mushrooms on a stump. All right, well, enough of that. So these are called the underground people. They're small, not very beautiful. They have beautiful daughters, though. Look at those. Look at those little mushrooms. Okay, we have little mushrooms over here, too. Well, anyway, skipping ahead, the holder is actually a troll, but she's very beautiful, and she's used to lure innocent farm boys in Norway underground. And she has, just as a medal has two sides, so does the holder. She has a tail like a cow, and once in a while, not all the time clearly, because it just says once in a while, they fall in love with a boy that's willing to marry in a Christian church. So then she loses her tail. Why is she looking so mean? I don't know. And then when she grows older, some 500 years later, I'm pretty sure that by now her farm boy husband has passed on, you know. But here she is 500 years later. She's changed a little, or a lot. She's now a trollkajering. She's actually able to take her head off and carry it around under her arm. Of course, if I had that ability, I think I'd forget my head on the table. I'd leave it over here with my dolls, and then 3 days later I'd find it. I mean, obviously she can walk around, so this is just a peculiar behavior that they have developed. And some of these little trolls, they live inside of a house. These guys, they can be very helpful, actually. If they're in your house and they like you and they appreciate that you give them space, they will help. They might even clean your house at night. You wake up to a nice, clean floor. But otherwise, you'll see their little footprints or tracked in dirt. Even if you sweep the floors before you go to bed, you're going to find these guys tracking in dirt. But this is a helpful troll. He's feeding the birds and feeding the chickens and feeding the cat and taking care of the foxes and wild animals outside. And you can see footprints in the snow everywhere they go. But in order to keep them happy, you're going to need to feed them a big bowl of porridge in the barn. And this is part of a kind of like a Christmas card and a Christmas tradition. It's because these little trolls, these are the heathen house gods. They take care of your house, really. If you're attacked by a troll, there's certain ways you can defend yourself. You can outwit them. Yep. Oh man, he fell for it. He's falling. You can scare them with religion. But if that doesn't work, you've got to have a gun. You have to eventually, when you grow up, you need to get a gun. But you don't have to get a gun until you grow up. So a lot of people, they haven't grown up yet. But if these methods don't fail, because here's a troll that can shapeshift here. Obviously, he's become a shadow now. You've really just kind of got to throw knives at the wall and hope for the best. Maybe if you pierce the shadow in the right way, you end up catching him. Anyway, last way to defeat him is run your ass off until the sun comes up, because they don't really do good. Actually, some trolls turn into concrete or stone when sunlight hits them, so you're perfectly safe, because a rock, you cannot kill a rock, nor can it kill you unless it is in motion. So, if you go out into the woods and ask, do trolls still exist? Just take a walk through the woods and listen. Listen carefully, listen quietly, listen for a long time, until you realize that the world is much bigger than you think. There's more to it than you might ever know. And you never even know. It could be you. If you lose control.